Good evening. This is your captain speaking. Welcome back, boys. So, just wanted to pop in for a slight update. Nothing much too crazy. So I just I love I let me just tell y'all I love the journey, man. Like I just love learning things just in general. You know what I mean? Like it's just nothing better. I think I'm really just gonna enjoy this process from just even like really finishing up. So I just started the courses to learn how to code, and just looking at it, it's just like I'm not saying it's an easy thing, but I do want to say that I think I can do it. I think it, and when it comes to it, man, only thing that matters is just that you can do it. So, without further ado, I just wanted to update you guys a couple things I've been working on. So, going through the game, I just items is like the biggest sheet in terms of like what I had to do um overall, right? Because I mean, a game's not fun if you only have three items. So I've really been going through it. I'm not. You guys have seen these already. This is new, so I made this halberd. I just call this shit halibut. We're gonna call this the halibut from now on. I tried to make a little club and an axe. Super simple stuff. Didn't put too much work in. I've been trying to figure out like more weapons and things. If you guys have any suggestions, shoot a comment below. If you want me to make some weapons, I'll make them. And do the weapon and then the colors you want to use in the weapon. So I'll let y'all come mess around with them like that. Nothing in the defense. Nothing in the firearms. I'm kind of stuck on these, to be honest with you. I think that I'm gonna work these out, but I haven't really perfected how I'm gonna do the firearms because they just they don't look fun. You know what I mean? Like they don't look fun to me. Like I mean, these look pretty ordinary, right? I mean, they're all black. I mean, looks okay, but they don't really feel fun. Like I can't design no gun, so that's probably like the reason why I'm not really like a I don't have an affinity for guns, so I might look up some videos and get some inspiration. Oh, and this is the newest thing that I was doing, exosuits. So because we're kind of like talking like semi-futuristic, you know what I mean? One thing that came about was exosuits, and so exosuits play like a crucial role, right? So as a hunter in the game, your exosuits take fuel cells. I don't know if I ever showed you guys the video or the pictures. Like I was kind of testing some stuff out. Let's see if I it might not even be on this computer, to be honest. It might be on my work computer, which I think it is. But I was kind of like mapping out. Oh, you know where it is though? I think I put it in my Discord, which I can pull up really quick. Yeah, so I can pull this up real quick so you guys can see. So in terms of like gameplay, to kind of explain this, I was working. I'm working on I'm working on the next stuff. So just kind of seeing how everything fits. What the size on the screen should be. Make sure all the pixels make sense size wise. I think this is a good size. The characters themselves are 32 by 32. Um, the weapons are well. This weapon is bigger, but the weapons are usually 16 by 16. This is about double that, as we've seen over here, right? So it's double. So this is a 16 by 16. So I guess you could say maybe 32 by 30. No, it's not really a 32 by 32. I don't really know how you would kind of like. I know this is a 32 by 32 square though. Like I do know that. I just don't really know if you could consider that. I guess you can, but I'm not the expert, so we'll leave it at that. And just making sure like the pixels make sense. These are not the real enemies. I just was like these are funny enough, these are like the first iterations of the characters. So you can kind of see the compare. This is my very first one. It's not my first one. It's not my very first. I can show you guys my very first one, so we can all like look at the improvements. See if I can pull it up somewhere. I know I have it in here somewhere. Maybe not. I thought I might have it tucked around somewhere, but I don't even think it's in my Google Drive because I usually make my lock screen, my creations and stuff, right? So I usually just do it like that. So it's not in rotation, so I don't think I have it on there. But it's funny because I made it on Photoshop, and I just don't know if I transferred it over. I just don't know if I transferred it over. I don't see why I wouldn't have. This is my very first pixel art piece. Don't know what that man is, but I made him. But yeah, it was on a Photoshop square, but I pulled it over because I had to use. I just want to show you guys because it just always can appreciate. Um, I can always appreciate the progress, but I can't really find it. It was a Michael Jackson clone, which was we're going to show you. I'm proud of it too. Like I'm proud of it for sure. Um, I just don't know why I can't find it. Um, it's should have been here somewhere. I don't know where. Um, I don't know where. I don't know where. It should have been in here somewhere. It should have been in here somewhere, but whatever. You guys can kind of see. So this I just been kind of like going through it. So these are like, guess Michael Jackson was my first, but this is my second iteration of like making characters. So these ones in particular, I think these guys are 16 by 16 because this is 8 by 8, and these guys are 16 by 16. And I was thinking like, okay, boom, because this is the I want to also show you. So I was kind of testing it out. I was on Risk of Rain, and I was looking at these characters, right? Like the Risk of Rain characters. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. These are like I think these are like 8 by 8 to be honest. 16 by 16. Okay. So I was incorrect and mistaken. So these are 16 by 16. So I was thinking, okay, yeah, like 16 by 16. Um, are these 16 by 16 though? Because this is 32. So 16 has to be like this is probably like right above 16. These might be like 20 pixels or something like that. But yeah, I was thinking like this has had to be the size because it makes sense as far as game wise. Again, I don't really have any um knowledge in terms of like making a game, so I just only know what I know. So as I said, so these are just some of the early designs. So the monster designs would be a lot different, obviously. But yeah, I think everything fits on the screen pretty well, right? And then you have it's my intention to have a health bar, a stamina bar, and also a energy bar. And so the energy bar comes in because the armors take fuel cells, right? And so the idea is for the fuel cell. So you either have to if you want to keep using your exosuit, the fuel cell will have to stay charged, right? So you need a working fuel cell to power your exosuit, and exosuit, grants damage, movement speed, all things like that, and it slowly depletes the longer you go, in mission. And when you start to use your different abilities, say um, certain abilities may use more energy than others, right? And so you kind of like play around with it like that. So it's a game of survival, but because you can still descend the dungeon without your I said dungeon, but I guess we'll call it spade a spade, right? So you still descend the dungeon um, without the exosuit, but the only thing is, again, your movement speed, declines as well as your strength and things like that, and your defense on top of your health bar is gone as well too. So just a couple things keep in mind, right? Just always keep the players on their toes, right? And so that's just it. That was like the other day. So I've been just basically, and this is what they look like. This is what they look like. So these are the exosuits. This is what they look like on the characters. You have a female version, male. So I've been making more characters, right? So what I've been doing is, if you guys want a character, um, I will put the criteria in the description, but you basically have a choice uh, which species you would like your character and your color scheme, and I'll make your character for the game. All right, so I'll do that. I think that'd be kind of dope for you guys. Um, but working on some characters, I figured it would be smarter to make a female version and a male version of each body. Um, the female ones with the same blocky features was kind of like crazy to me. So um, the only thing that would need to change is the exosuits because they are form fitting, right? And so yeah, there's just that. That was the fun thing. But yeah. So that's really it. I'm gonna close these because I don't need these. I'm just showing you guys again what a time to be alive. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Keep it a bean. This man, this was probably my favorite one. I just feel like he got that cape. He had that shit on. He had that shit on, boy. I swear to God. I swear to God, he had that shit on. I swear to God. Yeah, and my KFC, my Colonel Fried Chicken over here. You feel me? I was trying to mess around. I feel like you see, I had gave him the Sensei beard, right? You see, I gave him the Sensei beard. Boy, Mr. Miyagi clone right here. Yeah, so that was the vibe, but that was fun. We moved on. Oh, I'm definitely messed up on that one. These are not supposed to be on this layer. So yeah, these are supposed to be on the weapons layer. I messed up on that one, but it doesn't matter. It's okay because this is just a test run. This is just so I can see how everything turned out, looks and things like that. Ooh, jump scare. So yeah. So that was cool. You feel me? I think that was super dope. I think that's great. I can't wait to tell you guys more. Again, like the more I do this, the more I figure out exactly how we're gonna put the game. And that was it. So that was just a quick update. I'm not getting into well, I'm streaming. As y'all know by now, I stream and make videos at the same exact time. I don't do any editing and things like that. So, why do that, right? Oh, also, shout out. We have a banger. Y'all almost forgot to say that. Almost about to address that. We got a banger. We finally this is your only competition is you. In reality, I'm promising. Now, there's competition out there. Don't get me wrong, right? There can only be one number one, right? But in the game, in the mental game, the only competition is you. And for the longest time, if you know me, I have been trying to surpass this right here for so long. I've been trying to surpass this. I made this TikTok it's not I mean the story is dope, don't get me wrong, because I'm a story connoisseur. The story's dope, but the pictures is just pictures. I didn't really put any effort. This is the most low effort I've ever. This is the most low effort post I've ever done. This the when I was typing, I literally went to bed, and I won't forget this. Went to bed at like maybe 2 o'clock in the morning, right? It was we were going out for Mother's Day. Okay, so we're driving to Philly, right? To meet up with my sister and my niece and everything like that. So I wake up. We're supposed to leave early, so I wake up like 2 hours before we're supposed to leave, right? 2, 3 hours. So I wake up at like 6 in the morning, 5, 6 in the morning, something like that. And I'm like, oh, I need to post something because at this time I'm posting one time a day. So I'm like, shoot, okay. Let me just post something real quick, and I'm gonna just go back to sleep, right? So I just put some pictures together, right, and then put the story together. Half sleep writing the story. So there's so many typos and all that other stuff. Like it's a mess, right? Posted, went back to sleep, woke up, we drive to Philly, right? And I'm talking about while we're at Philly, and this is because this is the time I've never had to really take notifications off my phone before. But we're sitting there, we're brunch, we're eating, we're all talking, we're having a good time and whatnot, and my phone just keeps like it just keep going crazy. I'm like, what the fuck going on in here? So I opened it up, and at the time, I think by the time we had got to Philly and was eating and everything, I think it had done like 40K or something like that, 50K, and I've never had a video do nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when we did the scroll through, you guys seen like the numbers and stuff that I would typically do. I think that at the time the most was like 1,000, and that was insane to me. And so literally right after that, I did the 40K. I said, I almost fell out the chair. I almost fell out the chair, and it was crazy because like I'm like it was kind of insane because I don't know why it went crazy. People just liked the story. I think it was the music and then the pictures. Maybe it was like high testosterone. I don't know. But like by the time it was done, as you see, it hit 87K, right? It had did what was it? 11,000 likes, right? And it was, I mean, it was okay. It was an okay story. I just, Liger is the Unbreakable. You feel me? Which is a character in one of the books. And so, I was like, yeah, let me just do tribute to that. And so it was kind of like, yeah, it was crazy. But I was never able to. This was the closest I ever had gotten afterwards, which I do think this was the masterpiece to me. I'm talking about the picture transition. I don't want to play the audio because I don't know when they get copyrighted again. It did that last time. I was so sad. But the picture transition, you know what I'm saying? The Hawkeye. Now I don't really like using commercial pieces. You know what I'm saying? Commercial characters because people already have a you know mindset about those characters. So like I've never done like any anime characters or anything like that. I really tried not. No, I haven't done it, but like I don't want to, and even any type of anime character that's already established, because I don't want to take away from what their story is to try to fit my narrative. It's my thing. It's just a thing that this is it's a poem about me. But this one, good story too. You know what I'm saying? Really good story. I mean, it doesn't really say nothing. It's the Nameless Warrior, which is going to be a short story. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about something like that. But this one did 85K. Didn't do as much on the like side, but 7,000. I mean, that still was crazy, and that was the closest I ever gotten. And then this one, I had did this one. I think. Let me see. Let me see on the dates because this one 5. Yeah. So it was like I did this one, and that's why I did this. So I did this one, and I was like, okay, like I was trying to recreate the magic. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to recreate the magic, and so I did this one, and then expanded on another um, faction inside the Voyager universe and stuff like that. This is the Holy Army. This is like deep in the future. This is a deep set in the future um, organization, and so one of the and it's definitely what sits on the religious side and whatnot, right? And so this one was cool, 600 likes and stuff like that, but capped out at 7,000 ish, right? And so, but again, I was never able to recreate it, and it made me so mad. And like everything I've done up until then, I've been trying to really like beat myself. Like I wanted to beat myself, dog. Like I could not take an L from me, bro. So like, I mean, ever since then, it's like every prompt I've done, I'm just like, yeah, I'm just like, which one's gonna hit? This one's I have a good prompt. This is terrible execution on my part. Great story, great audio, poor execution because I picked the wrong pictures. But yeah, I mean everything I've done is just up until that point has been to top this, and I finally topped it. Now I don't know why it's not second. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why it's not second. You feel me? But yeah, that was what I needed. So this was huge. You know what I'm saying? And this is day one. I posted this today, 18 hours ago. I posted this at like 2 in the morning or something like that, which was just insane. So 2 in the morning, 100,000 first day. It's probably going to slow down. It may cap out. We can make a bet. I'm gonna say it's gonna cap out at 150 ish, right? Probably, and on the low end of 150. I don't think it's gonna hit 150 particularly because it kind of is slowing down a bit. But I don't know how the TikTok algorithm works, so who knows? Um, um, why was I keep bringing it up? No, I was looking for something later. But so just shout out to me, you feel me? But again, celebrate your wins, dog. Every time you guys get a chance, man, celebrate your wins because it is the most important thing you can do in life is celebrate your wins. And so this is a win for me. This is huge. I will never forget this moment. Now I have a new milestone to beat. So, whenever this stops, I'm like, all right, bet that's the number to beat. So, like, I'm gonna try to come up with another piece of content to try to topple that. You know what I mean? Because again, my goal is to hit. I want to hit 10 million. You feel me? I want 10 million followers. I want 10 million people on the Voyager program. You feel me? And so we got a long way to go, but by golly, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. So I'm excited. You feel me? I'm excited. This has been a crazy moment. So I'm getting back. I'm gonna get back to it. So I'm gonna get back into everything. In regards to this, I don't think I'm gonna do too many of these. I just wanted to get these as an example for the most part, so I'm not gonna do too many of them. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on these. Wait, so this is like a very the end because this is a cosmetic situation. I do have them grouped into the different by the different classes of what they do and stuff like that. I do have them grouped like that. So it's just really a cosmetic thing, just kind of like playing around with the designs and stuff. I think this is my coldest design. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I really took inspiration from Tron. I'm gonna tell you right now. I was watching some Tron edits, and I was like, man, I love me some Tron. I love me some Tron, dog. Like that's my jam right there, son. Like I don't, ain't no better than that. You feel me? With the soundtrack, the visuals, they did their thing. So, but yeah. And to note, this is gonna be funny. So I'm gonna stamp this in this video right here, right now. I'm gonna let the world know I am not making video games to make money. I just want that to be widely known. I officially from the horse's mouth, from your captain's mouth, okay? I am not making games for money. Okay, now we have to make money, of course, because we gotta hire people. People gotta eat, right? But I want y'all to know that I am not making any of these games because I'm just like, I don't want to be a game guy and make a bunch of money like I'm a CEA. No, no, I am building something here. Okay. And I say that because going through the specs on this game that I have right here ready for you guys, it's going to be so challenging. Like this game is not supposed to be easy. It can be fun, right? Because for the most part, the games like this one, like Hunter, will be split in two. Okay, they're going to be split into two different forms. Okay, one is legend mode. Okay, we've talked about this legend mode, one life per character. Okay, and hero mode, which is every hero gets unlimited lives. Right? Come on now, and this is to me this is a jab at DC, any comic books and stuff like that, comic book heroes, or the typical stereotypical hero. You know what I'm saying? They get unlimited lives, they get all unlimited chances and shit, right? So yeah, that's what hero mode is. This is a jab at heroes. Legend mode, one shot, one life, make it. Okay, in the game that we're going to see, I'm harping on Hunter specifically. Okay, in Hunter, there are the tunnels. They're not supposed to be like, oh, we can finish the first tunnel in one run. Like no. These tunnels, I want you to understand that these tunnels are not to be taken lightly. Okay, because you can see. As I'm saying, it's fun. You can enjoy the game. You can play the game. You can have fun. You can do all this other stuff, right? For sure. There's a mode for that. In legend mode, it's not supposed to be easy. It's not supposed to be easy. It's not at all. Like even the beginner tunnel, right? Even the first dungeon. So there's um what is it? Easy, medium, hard, impossible. There's four dungeons, all right? Four dungeons in Legends, right? And the entire I'm basically the trial on basically hero mode. There's only one. There's one, and we'll do updates and stuff, add different maps and stuff like that. But there's really only one tunnel, so you can just have your playthrough, your runs, and things like that, right? Only one tunnel. In legend mode, there's four, and they're supposed to be deep. Now, when I tell you again, the reason I said the exosuit, exosuit has, it's supposed to eat the cells, depending on the grade too. Like there's a lot of stuff that goes into this. So different grades have different cell levels, right? So you sometimes they keep if you get a high grade cell, then your exosuit lasts longer, right? But the reason why I'm saying an hour minimum is because when I tell you, I want people to jump on this joint, and they gonna be like, you have to plan this out. Like you can't, you gotta take a group of four people, and y'all gotta sit down. Y'all like, yo, we gotta dedicate 2+ hours to this because we want to get to the bottom. You feel me? Like that's how difficult I want this to be because the object of legend mode is to find a legend, right? And there's only will be four spots for legends. Whoever clears the first tunnel, second, it's solo or team. It doesn't matter, right? But the first to complete the those every each tunnel, each dungeon, I should say, will be forever immortalized. Okay, like, I'm just trying to let y'all know, I am not doing this money. I'm trying to build something here. This we're gonna go so crazy. I'm trying to. I have so much in the store. I'm like, this is just the tip of the iceberg. All right, y'all are going to enjoy this. Y'all gonna have. I'm gonna make sure this is fun. You feel me? Challenging, right? Because again, the game can be fun for sure, but this is a challenge. I'm like, if you y'all want to 16 hours on the game, yeah, go ahead, sit down. Sit down, get ready, go crazy. You feel me? Come on now. So that was it. I'm gonna leave y'all with that. I was only trying to make a 20-minute update video. We get 25. I realized that I gotta make these a lot shorter. I can't be yapping like I always do. Y'all know I like to yap. But without further ado, this is your captain. Sign. Oh, before I say that, again, as always, thank you guys for checking out the videos, the TikToks, the Discord, everything. I appreciate you guys, all your support. You've been awesome. You're always awesome. Okay, and I look forward to giving you guys even more in the next update. So, without further ado, again, if you guys are excited for the Voyager mission, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Like I said, I'm gonna put the stuff. I'm gonna make the video, the weapons and stuff for you guys. I'm gonna put that in the comments. Put your answers. Give me your thing and your colors, your weapon of choice, and your color scheme. I'll throw it on the sheet for you guys. All right. So, without further ado, this is your captain signing out.